Welcome to Stretch and Flow team. Let's go ahead and do a full lower body day. We're going to start with just our ankle. So just standing, shift your weight to one side, and we're going to do some big circles right here, letting that ankle roll out and in. So I'm doing an outward roll to begin. You'll notice some tightness there, or it might be feeling really good. That front portion of your foot is usually flexed a lot, so you're not actually stretching that out too often. Working our plantar and dorsiflexion. Good. Two more big circles here. I'm just having those toes tucked under. Go ahead and switch the direction. So it's roll out and then in. So you can have a little bit more emphasis on the in part, the inside of your ankle. Good, just a few more here. Good, all right, let's transfer our weight, get to this other foot, and start rolling outward circles. I wore some new shoes the other day, and I have a big blister on the top of my foot. And my socks kind of hurt on it when I put anything on it, but we're okay. You know, those new shoes. They're new boots, so I was swing dancing. Good work. I'm right now up in Eugene, Oregon, and it's pretty chilly out today. I know Nick usually teaches this class outside, and he'll teach outside year round. It kind of blows my mind. All right, let's go ahead and flip the direction of those circles. So we're rolling in first. I've taught classes outside in the summer, but it tends to get pretty hot. Those afternoon classes especially. Is anybody's favorite season winter? I haven't met too many people who say that winter is their favorite. Especially if you live somewhere that it's cold. Good, all right, let's bring it back to center. I'm just gonna have us do a few calf raises. Get that movement in our ankles. So just up and down. If you want to stand next to a wall, use it for balance, you're welcome to do so. Good. All right, I do want you to find a wall or a chair, something to balance. Unless you have super good balance, you can do something without. That's what I'll be doing. But we're gonna stretch out that front quad. So go ahead and grab that foot. Try your very best to grab it. You can hold onto the chair, you can hold onto the wall. And let's pull that heel to our glute. I don't want this knee to fly away like this. Let's pull our knee in. So you're right here, having that pull. Maybe you can grab that foot with both hands. I know this can be a yoga pose actually. Or you're just using that other hand for balance. Remember, press those hips open. So right here, don't let yourself be closed. I want you to open. Good. Let's go ahead and release. Same thing is going to happen on the other side. So let's bend that leg. Pull that heel to your glute. And then keep that knee locked in. I don't want to see it fly away. Open up that hip if you can. Use something for balance here. Good. 2 more seconds. Maybe you can add a little bit more of a pull, really stretching out that quad. And release. All right. I'm going to have us go ahead and alternate legs. You're going to bring that knee in, hug it into your chest, and then let's release. Other side. Hug it into your chest. Balance here. Good. So keep alternating. You can kind of add a slight backwards lean, kind of opening that bottom hip as well. Good. I did a pretty killer leg day yesterday at the gym, so my glutes are very sore. This class is good for me right now. All right, let's do one more each side. Last one. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and have us have our feet be in a straddle. Arms are gonna be wide. I want you to touch the opposite foot and then stand back up. So nice and slow here. Your legs do kind of stay straight. They might not be fully locked out. It's wherever you're comfortable. We're getting some movement in that hip as well as our hamstrings. So try your very best to touch that opposite foot. You know, if you take my Energize Your Day class, we do this move. Good. All right, one more to each leg. Last one. Good. All right, I'm gonna have us actually reach our hands towards the ground. So we're right here, feeling that hamstring stretch. You can kind of shift your hips side to side. I'm gonna tilt my camera a little bit, but get into that forward straddle fold. And then I'm gonna have you actually bend one leg, bend that knee, other leg will stay extended, and then press back up. And then we'll switch sides. So you're gonna feel that super long groin stretch. Definitely a good one as we work our way down to some floor exercises. This might be one of my favorite stretches. Remember that leg stays extended, both toes are facing forward, keeping our chest kind of in the same spot the entire time. So you can either stay right here. This is where all your knees want to go. Keep alternating, maybe hold aside, or you can kind of walk those hands over and drop it low. And I call these spider monkeys, and then walk your hands over to the other side. You got that big knee bend right here. That heel, I do let my heel raise up off the floor. Getting some good ankle flexion as well. Hearing a few cracks in those knees. Good, let's do one more each side, wherever you're at. Good, go ahead and stay and stand. I'm gonna have us grab our elbows. Let yourself hang, okay? Just feels so good. Let yourself hang. You might be looking up with that head. Relax your neck. Let yourself just hang out here. Get it? Just hang out. Let yourself hang. We can add a little sway side to side. Good. So we are gonna make our way with our hands on the floor and going down to the ground. So make sure you have something soft to be on. Let's go ahead and come into a downward dog. So hands are on the ground, feet are on the ground. I'm gonna have us pedal out our legs here. So getting a good calf stretch. Just alternating. Up to you how long you'll hold on each side. It's wherever your tightness is at. But just let your heel sink to the ground. Try not to have any resistance that stops that heel. You want to feel that full lengthening of the calf. And press nice and strong through your shoulders. Good. All right, let's have both heels coming down at the same time. Let's stick our chest towards our shins. One more deep breath here. And release to your knees. Good. All right. I'm going to have us just sit back onto your heels. Right here, you'll feel that stretch in the quads again. And let's go ahead and walk our hands back. You feel more of a stretch. And if you'd like even more, you can lift those hips up. Good. Feeling those quads loosen up a little bit. Quads are something we often forget to stretch. All right, go ahead and release. Walk those hands back forward. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you do the splits or anything next, but I am gonna have you put one foot forward. We're on that back knee, and we're just gonna slowly sink forward, letting that hip open up. I don't wanna see you opening so much that your hips are coming unaligned. I want you to try to keep your hips square, but sink a little bit so you do have that hip flexor stretch. You can also use a wall or a chair nearby to help balance a little bit. If that does bother you in the bottom knee, you can place a pillow underneath there as well. And then let's go ahead and press back, straighten that front leg, and your chest is coming forward. Drop your head there. Good. Now I'm gonna have you keep your hands on the ground. You're gonna walk one hand on the inside of that foot, and you're gonna go through that movement. You're gonna lunge forward, straighten back, but your hands are on the inside. So from a front view, I'm just like this. We lean, and then we extend. Otherwise, our chest might get in the way. But on your own speed, you're just gonna press forward and press back. Good. This is the third Cube Fit class I've taught today, and I have HIIT coming up as well. So maybe you've took a few others, and this is third time you've seen me, or maybe the first today. But hopefully I'll see you all in HIIT later on. It's gonna be a good one today. Gonna get sweaty. All right, last time forward and back. Let's swing that knee around. Other foot is coming forward. Remember, we're upright this time. Hands can be on your hips. You can be using the wall, the chair, whatever it is, but we're adding that slight sink, but not too much. We're opening. Chest stays forward, feeling that hip flexor stretch. Maybe you're already feeling that hip flexor stretch right here. That is okay. Good. A few more seconds. And let's extend that front leg, a hand on each side. Maybe you feel stretched just by straightening that leg. That's okay. You reach that nose to your knee. Let your head relax. Just finding a little bit of silence here before we start into that movement. All right, let's place the hands on the inside of that foot. Same thing as we just did. We're bending forward, extending back. But our hands stay down. We stay leaning forward. I have my hands just behind the ankle, if that helps at all. We're getting some hip movement, hamstring, knee movement, ankle movement. Lots of hinging happening here. Even some wrist hinging if you think about it. Right, when I sit back as well, I also can feel it in my low back. Good. Let's do 2 more forward and back. Last one. Good. All right. Go ahead and come to a seated position. We'll end down here today. I want us to come into a butterfly. So try your best to get the bottom of those feet together. Your knees might be nice and high, but that's okay. Maybe you can kind of take those hands, add a little bit of pressure. Press down. And I want us to walk our hands forward. Gonna feel that groin stretch. And then let's walk our hands to one side, having a little bit more of that low back stretch. Good. And let's walk those hands over to the other side. Feeling the other side stretch. And then walk those hands to center. Let's do the biggest forward fold we can. Try to see if you can smell your toes. Don't actually smell them though. Good. All right. And that was a quick 15 minutes. Thanks everyone for joining. I will hopefully see you in Cute Fit Hit later on today, but if I don't, hopefully you're feeling a little bit more mobile, and I'll see y'all later. Thank you. Kirk, I love Portland, Oregon summers as well. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Miguel. Thank you. Glad you're feeling good. Thanks, Jack.